Going. How's it going, guys? Welcome to After Hours, where we already drank quite a bit and we're starting a podcast now. In case you didn't know what the name of the podcast is, it's After Hours.
After when? Hours. Just kidding.
Exactly. After where?
Hours.
After how? Hours. Makes no sense. How's it going?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Why?
'Cause life. No, I've been working, went disc golfing, came back, made myself some grub, and now I'm about to go into a food coma.
That was a lot of food, though.
It was a lot.
It was like, one, that was a big-ass bowl. You've nearly filled the thing up. I was like, Jesus.
Should have seen my bowl. My bowl was bigger.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dang.
I didn't almost fill it all the way up, but like I measured everything to be like half.
Yeah.
So we basically had the same meal.
Yeah.
Same amount.
It was a lot, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but
You're taping things now? I'm just kidding.
I put there's a candle out. There's little flames.
Yeah.
Because I got to turn off the heater. This is our warmth now. This is where we get our warmth from.
Just a candle?
Yeah.
Dope. Why'd you turn off the heat?
So, because it picks it up in the background.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying buy more candles? Okay.
Yeah, just
bring a shitload of candles. It'll be warm as fuck right on the table.
just that table.
Yeah.
Just fill it up.
No, that just gives me ideas. I'm like, oh, fuck, I could bring a shitload of candles.
So what do you think of this Templeton Rye?
It's actually pretty smooth. Like, I was like...
It's ridiculously smooth. It almost feels like I'm drinking water.
Yeah.
This is 40%.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good, actually.
It's a good
It's a bourbon, right?
It's a rye.
Okay, but bourbon, right?
Isn't difference between bourbon? There's a difference between bourbon and rye, isn't there?
Nah. Well, you can have a whiskey that's a rye, or you can have a bourbon that's a rye. I think it's a...
I'm pretty sure this is whiskey. Rye. It just says rye whiskey.
Okay, yeah.
It's 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof, by Templeton Rye. Aged 4 years.
Dope. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
I still don't know who Remy Martin is.
No one knows who Remy Martin is.
Bro. It's just bro.
If you guys out there know who Remy Martin is, let us know.
Yeah. This dude.
I need to know. Yo, Remy, you out there? Contact us. We have your cup.
I found your cup.
A little rude of you to write your name on the things I buy, but yeah.
Bro, have you seen those little those champagne, or not those champagne, but like little like wine cups? They're like single servings of things.
No.
Oh god. They look interesting. They're like little like one like a single glass of like some kind of wine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was watching how some of the more ingenious ways of like serving alcohol, and that apparently that was one of them. No, I was watching Shark, the most it was a thing they proposed on Shark Tank, and they turned it down, and it ended up being like $1 billion industry.
Really?
Yeah.
Shark.
Yeah, so
what
like,
is Shark Tank? Don't they just build like big ass tanks for fish? Or is that a different thing?
I think that's a different thing.
No, I hear Shark Tank, and I'm like, I don't see this being on Shark Tank.
No. Shark Tank is a bunch of investors go up to like really wealthy people, and they
like, hey,
ask for like
invest in my idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So that was one of those things they turned down, was like single serving wines, and I was like looking at them and I was like, I bet that's pretty shitty wine. But apparently it's not. Apparently it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. They're basically like shooters of wine, right?
Not shooters. They're like a single glass, like a regular 8-ounce pour. Mm-hmm. But they're within their own cup, and they're packaged that way. And it's like, yeah, that would never work. And it's like, it worked. It's actually surprisingly a lot better than no.
The rich guy watching the TV is like, that could work.
Yeah. No, like
approaches them, be like, hey, I want to invest in your shit.
Yeah. No, apparently he got like funding from somebody else, and then just no, he had like a grassroots starting. Like he ended up getting the money from like on his own, and then not having to go through an investor. So now he just owns all his shit.
That's dope.
Like, yeah. Inspiring story.
You had your chance.
It's like, you could have, but no.
Oh, man. What's today? Today's Monday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it is Monday.
It's Monday. We're doing this on a Monday night, fellas and ladies.
It's probably why you're tired.
Most definitely is probably why we're tired.
Who the hell's Tommy Gabriel?
Tommy Gable.
Gable?
Now known as Laura Jane Grace.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She's the lead singer of Against Me.
Dope.
A punk band.
Yeah. No. I was thinking about like songs from Against Me, and I was like, dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice shirt for you as well, Mother Road.
Oh, yeah.
we drink them all the time.
Yeah, we do.
I'm actually drinking one right now. Conserve and Protect. I believe this is the one that goes towards the
Fish and game
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah. It's a pretty standard microbrew, I guess. That's the way it was explained to me. I don't know.
Pretty standard microbrew.
That's what they told me when I was there, and I was like, dope, cool. So I was like,
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
like you would know, right?
Yeah, when they have it there, it's like the cheapest thing when they make it. I'm like, dope, I'll take one.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. But yeah,
and I got Deschutes Juicy Ale.
Is that the pineapple one?
I don't know actually. No, that's not pineapple.
Oh, that's just like a lot of hops.
Oh, crafted to remove gluten.
Oh, it's a gluten-free one?
It's a gluten-free thing.
Huh.
Damn, how do you put the gluten back in it?
It's like, give me the gluten.
Give me the gluten, man. Dude, I hate that when people take gluten out of stuff.
The small get-together of my roommates I was telling you about, one of the people that was supposed to show up has the gluten allergy that will actually kill him if he consumes gluten. So
celiac disease.
So they're like, oh, let's buy him some gluten-free beer, and then he didn't show up. But it was because he couldn't find a babysitter. So it's not exactly his fault, but we just had gluten-free beer and no one drank it. Fair, right?
No, I still like the way Cheryl describes it. It's like, we're not here supporting weak bloodlines. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, that shit's so hilarious.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so
oh god,
why don't we get into it? This week we are talking about bromance. Bromance is in all the things we talk about.
Movies, all the subjects:
TV, anime, games, and music. And if you haven't gotten the gist of what we talk about yet, and you've been listening to us for a while, maybe we've been doing too good of a job of being drunk.
Yeah. I like it. It's fun for me.
Samesies. But yeah. Let's start off with movies. How many do you have for the movies?
I got 3 actually.
You got 3? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you go first. I'll go second. and so on and so forth. So let us know what's your bromance in the thing.
Surprisingly, 2 of them are like buddy cop movies.
Well, that makes sense.
Like I like buddy cop stuff. I guess.
Buddy
like
cops
now
are-
that I'm thinking about it, like
Especially like those like 80s like action buddy cop movies with
those are even better.
like,
I didn't even think of those.
What's the one with Eddie
Jesus.
Murphy?
Oh God. I mean, there's 2 different ones.
There
The
is.
fucking because you got what do you call it? Oh,
I'm spacing the name.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You got the Beverly Hills Cop and
Beverly Hills Cop. Yeah. That was a good one.
there's the other one when he's with the other dude. Fuck.
That's usually how a buddy cop movie works.
Yeah.
But there's also like Rush Hour. Did you get Rush Hour? I didn't get Rush Hour.
I didn't get Rush
Why
Hour.
did I get Rush Hour?
Jackie Chan. Chris Tucker. That's such a good one too.
Anyways, we failed at this already.
Oh God. Lethal Weapon. Oh God.
Too old for this shit, man.
Lethal Weapon's like a series though.
Yeah, true. It's also a TV show.
It is. It is a TV show now. Damn. Came full circle. But no, my
Had
my
2 chances to put it down. It didn't do it.
I know, right? It's like it could have happened. But no, I think the first one I'll talk about is Cop Out, which is hilarious.
Cop Out. Remind me of what that one is.
That one's Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. When they're
I haven't seen that one.
that one's there's so like for some reason it's got like a really really bad score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like as like one of the worst movies ever, but it's flipping hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's got such a bad score. It's so great. But it's like it's one of the best movies ever. It's like yeah, it's all about 2 guys getting shit done. And it's hilarious.
Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good duo.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's been too long since I watched it, but it's flipping hilarious. Mainly because like you would think at some point that they don't work well together, but it's just like even Bruce Willis, like some of his jokes in there are flipping amazing. Whoever wrote for him, great stuff. He got it down. It's like what do you call it? Channing Tatum, like when you see him in
21
Jump Street.
That's another one you could have put down.
It could have been, but it's like that. Where it's like where you don't expect Bruce Willis to be like really hilarious, and he is.
Man, now that we're getting into it, like I'm thinking of so many good like bromances. I'm thinking right now of Superbad.
Oh God.
You know?
That would have been great.
Anyways, go ahead. Or is that
That's
all?
full on. No, that's all I got for that one.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm crossing this one out. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'll save that one for next time.
Yeah.
Superbad. Let's talk about Superbad.
God.
There's such a good romance between Michael Cera and what's his face?
Oh God. What is his name?
You got me remembering it.
Just remembering stuff now.
But yeah,
Dude, McLovin. McLovin's amazing. Called yourself Muhammad? Why would you do that? It's the most common name in the world.
it was
Read
either
a book.
it was either that or Muhammad. Why was it either that or Muhammad?
Read a book.
Read a fucking book. Jonah Hill. That's who it was. The other one's Jonah Hill.
Bro, that's when he was like really unknown too.
They're all
Great.
coming up.
Yeah.
Michael Cera was kind of the more known one in that one, right? Because of he was in Arrested Development before that.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. And then there was also the other one. The chick.
Emma Stone.
Yeah. Emma Stone was in there. That was.
Oh man, like when he gets hit by a fucking car twice. Well, the first thing he gets back and he's like, "What the fuck?" And then the cops hit him. It's like, McLovin, you gotta go along with this. You're gonna have to go along with this one. It's like, okay. He like walks out with a fucking cigarette in his mouth, and they're just like, what the fuck? And then he starts coughing so hard. Then he's like, run. And then, yeah.
You talking about the fucking, the one with the cops?
Yeah. When he gets hit by the cops, and they're like, get on the ground. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. Like, you fucking hit me, dude. And McLovin just like walks out of the cop car and smoking a cigarette and just like coughs and like, I was like, what the fuck? And then Michael Cera's just like, run.
Yeah.
And he just starts running, and Seth Rogen's like, it's fast, get alive.
It's the fastest kid alive. I like it when they finally catch him at the house party. He's like, why'd you run, McLovin? It's like, no, bro, wheel it back. We know you're not 21.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's so many good moments in that.
But, like, when, Michael Cera's carrying Jonah Hill after he passes out or gets knocked out or something. What happened to him? Did he get knocked out?
He blacked out.
And he was, like, carrying him, and he was like, dude, why are you carrying me? I was like, you were out.
He's like, I'm saving you.
I'm saving you.
All right, can you put me down now, though? Oh god! And when they're like in their sleeping bags in the room.
Oh, I don't even care. I'm gonna say it. I love you, man. I love you too.
It's like, why don't we say this more?
Boops him on the nose.
Oh god. The next day was hilarious. When they're at the mall.
It was Becca and I forget, Jules.
Yeah.
Becca and Jules.
It's like, what the hell, Jules?
It's like, I need to get Jules a new comforter.
And some glasses for that black eye.
Gosh.
Oh, that flipping movie is great.
It's a good movie. But yeah. You got another bromance movie?
Yeah. Flipping Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. The movie is so great.
Sure, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen that one either? Oh,
No.
Jesus. All right, what about Ride Along?
But no, that one's with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? I'm looking around the ground for ammo. I was like, what is Saint Modern Warfare?
Same game.
He's like, oh, found one.
Like, he's like walking around, he's like, the Black Hammer. I'm like, what the fuck?
So I've only seen like the last quarter of that movie.
That's his name online. It's flipping hilarious.
Black Hammer.
Oh god. It's so messed up the way they use that joke throughout the entire movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like sexual innuendos,
I bet.
gaming references, and it just gets ridiculous
Like,
all the way through.
How could you not use gaming innuendos with that type
Right.
of name? Or, yeah. Anyways.
I mean, as a gaming handle, that's what you do, right? Is make sexual innuendos with your name.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what else are they for? Other than making somebody else laugh about, like, you're killed by the Black Hammer. Oh, God.
Another one I have is Star Wars, Han Solo and Lando Calrissian.
Okay. Dope.
Waiting for a reaction here.
No, like, you only hear about it, though. Like, even in Solo.
True,
Like,
you don't really see the
Like,
bromance.
yeah,
there,
you don't
but
even-
you just hear the stories of the bromance, which makes it mythical,
Yeah.
almost. You know, it's like
I like seeing the beginning of it, too. The beginning of it was pretty good, like, in Solo. When they, like, supposedly become friends.
yeah, this is almost like a frenemy type of thing.
Yeah.
But how can that not be a bromance at that
Yeah.
point? You know. Yeah.
Where the hell did the term frenemy come from? That was a cartoon, wasn't it?
Was it? I have no clue. There's the spies who were trying to kill each other. That's what that made me think of. The black and white spies. They kind of look funny.
Spy vs. Spy?
Yeah.
Okay. It could be from the Secret Life of Kids, or whatever the fuck that thing was.
Nim?
No. The fucking no,
that
it was
movie.
no. The kids who had like their secret clubhouse and thing, and they were like trying to fight the adults or the grown-ups, and they like would literally age out of their club.
No clue.
Oh,
Is that an old movie?
an old kid show. Yeah.
Sure.
He was like
Rugrats? Just kidding.
I mean, you aged out of that one too, so I guess so. I guess like if you like, yeah, it could be like a sequel to Rugrats. I swear to God, it could be. I think it was like actually animated by the same kind of people because it was animated almost in that same style, like just a more grown up version of it. But yeah, I remember like one of the last episodes was like them watching one of the kids age out into a teenager, and then they became enemy. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, apparently it was like this like puberty was this mind building mind corrupting thing where you're like, you're no longer a kid, you're a fucking adult.
Get up on out of here.
Yeah. It was great. It's a good show.
Cool. You want to move on to TV?
Yeah, sure.
How many you got for TV?
I got 3, but probably only 2 were like are actual bromances.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us the one that's not an actual bromance.
Probably Sam and Dean because they're brothers.
They're actually brothers. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I didn't choose them. Like, I was looking up animes and they were like, oh, Alphonse and Edward. I'm like, those two are brothers. They're actually brothers. They can't do that.
No. They did. Did you know they made an anime of what do you call it?
Supernatural?
Yeah.
An anime?
Yeah. It's an actual Japanese thing too. It's like,
is it really?
Yeah, it's actually yeah. It's in Japanese, but there's also a dubbed version. So they did the Japanese and the dubbed at the same time.
Sure.
But it goes through the story pretty quick. Like literally the first season I think is like the first like 3 seasons of Supernatural.
Huh. Interesting. An anime version of Supernatural.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Kinda. Like I like a lot of their stories.
Was it good? Was it good?
It was decent. Like they hit like I think, but if you've watched Supernatural the show, like the first 3 seasons, those in the first season feel rushed because it's literally like and then it's like and it's like you skipped so much though. It's like those fillers you enjoy, and then it's like, oh, I know there's hours between this.
You know what thing I love about that show? They always talk about like that time in Flagstaff, and they're just like, what happened in Flagstaff? Can we get that episode?
Oh yeah,
can we get it filmed in Flagstaff?
Oh yeah, when Dean came to Flagstaff, he's living in a trailer. They did like a full episode on that.
They didn't. They never did an episode on Flagstaff. They did an episode in Sedona.
No. I don't mean like they filmed here. I mean like they filmed about Flagstaff.
No,
like
they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't. They've talked about. I've seen every episode. They've talked about the Flagstaff. They've mentioned it a couple times. They never say exactly what happened in Flagstaff, and they never did the episode of them being in Flagstaff.
So when Dean goes to when Sam goes to heaven, when he's dying, they literally show like his flashbacks going back to Flagstaff. Like literally, they start to piece together his time in Flagstaff and what he did here, and what he was doing and why he was here and why he chose to settle down. There's a whole episode on it. I know there is. Like I remember watching it. It's like it's part of his what do you call it? His heavenly thing, his heavenly imaginary heaven, I guess.
Huh. I don't remember that.
It gets pieced together like slowly, but there was an episode about like completely about Dean like questioning why Flagstaff. And I think it was like happening in the middle of one of their weird mysteries.
Because I remember that girl who plays Maggie in The Walking Dead was part of the show for a hot second, and she was part of the reason why about the thing in Flagstaff.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, whatever.
I just remember him be like living in a trailer. He had a dog. He was like doing his own thing for a little while.
What is your other TV show?
Oh, Scrubs. JD and Turk.
And Turk. Yeah, dude.
Solid.
I've never seen like the entirety of Scrubs. I've always ever watched it on TV, and it was like always like another episode that was like so far off from the last episode I watched.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I mean, it's a good TV show.
To be honest, the fucking janitor in that show,
Yeah.
he steals a lot of the scenes.
That guy. Yeah, I remember him.
Oh, God. He's great. Like, JD and fucking Turk's friendship, though, throughout that whole thing, just the way they just stayed friends the whole time. Good stuff.
Yeah. One thing I remember most about that series is when there was a toilet on top of the roof. People just wanted to use that toilet.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Show was ridiculous.
I mean, the show was crazy, and it's yeah, it's a literal comedy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty funny. Because I think that you like two called, because I think it aired at the same time as House did, and they were always like, "What do you think this is? House?" He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that one guy. I forget his name. But yeah. Yeah, JD and Turk.
Yeah. You got what do you?
What do you call it? There's a dance in Fortnite that you just automatically get. It's the one that Turk does.
Really?
Yeah. On just fun fact, real quick. Obviously, we're talking about romances in TV. I have to bring up New Girl. There's Nick and Schmidt.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd bring that up. That's a great one, though.
A great one. They celebrated living 10 years together.
Yeah.
There's like, it's like, so why are these men having like a 10-year anniversary of them moving in together? And it was just like, yeah, it's like it's tinfinity. What's the chemical sign for tin? NS. Is it NS or SN? I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's one of the two because it's Nick and Schmidt. Anyways, and it made sense. It made sense in the show. And,
yeah.
But one of my favorite things about that is just like, you got me cookie, got you cookie. You got me cookie, I buy you a cookie. We're even. You remember that episode? Yeah. Just like,
oh, God.
Because Schmidt just walks in with the fucking cookie. He's like, here, man, I got you a cookie. Oh, thanks. Why? I don't know. Saw a cookie, thought of you. Like, you just thinking about me? Like, yeah, man, I saw a cookie. I was like, hey, Nick might want that. No. And he's like, no. What's wrong with you?
That's one of the earlier episodes, too. That was like, it's so great.
And then Schmidt's like, you don't think about me? It's like, no, I don't think about you. Why would I think about you? I was like, I don't know, Nick. We've only been friends forever. You get so hurt about it. And then later on in the show, Nick just comes back and like, gives him the cookie. He's like, here, got you a cookie. So, I don't want a cookie. He's like, you gave me a cookie, got you a cookie.
You forget the part where he like completely overthinks it. He's just like, fuck, maybe I need to get him a cookie.
Yeah, it definitely glazed over. I didn't want to give the whole episode away.
It's great. You don't have to say how he does it, but like,
obviously he has to go to Tran for help.
oh
Which is fucking great.
Tran's amazing.
There's something real weird about you, man. Yeah.
Fucking Tran. Why is he pointing at Chicago?
Why is he pointing at Chicago? He's like, what? It's like, I'm sorry, Mom. Why are you looking up? Your mom's not dead. I'm looking at Chicago. It's like, you think Chicago's up? It's like, Chicago's north.
Yes, it is, but why are you looking up? It's up there. It's up. It's like, why is he yelling at Chicago? I don't know. Oh, God.
So what's your other one?
Oh, God. Community.
Yeah, which one? Oh, this is a Troy and Abed?
Troy and Abed.
Troy and Abed in the morning. Heck yeah, dude.
The Imagination Station. Oh.
Troy and Abed. There's a pillow for it? You kidding me?
Oh. First Pillow War? It's good shit, man. It's like...
Man.
Oh, there's so many like good times in that. Like the first... Oh. I think it's the second to the last paintball war, which is just amazing. The first one kicks it off so well. It sets it up amazingly.
Yeah.
Paintball war is like, who would ever do that? It sucks. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, oh yeah. It's like, okay. Got a little out of hand yesterday. It's like, what?
A little out of hand. Priority
Ruined
registration.
the entire campus. Oh, it was great.
Then there was what was it? The floor is lava game. That was the episode. The last episode Troy was in, and Abed couldn't process it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna play the floor is lava," and everyone just got really into it. It was very much like the paintball wars.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of emotion at the end. I was thinking about it and I was like, damn.
Oh, that one kind of hurts.
Like, yeah. Exactly. It's like, ah, shit. It's where Abed gets sad.
There was also the Halloween one where the zombie outbreak happens.
Oh, yeah.
And Troy's just like... Troy and Abed do like a matching costumes. Abed's the xenomorph from Alien. And then Troy is in that huge mechanical thing that they built.
Oh, the fucking... yeah.
And he's like... Then he got made fun of. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm a sexy vampire now. Or I'm a sexy Dracula. So you mean vampire? I was like... Stupid. Anyways.
You mean vampire?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's a lot in that show. That show's got a lot.
And we were just talking about Troy and Abed, I think.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Their back and forth is great. Especially the Batman thing.
I think that was the first Halloween episode. Yeah. It was a good one. So next TV one I have is How I Met Your Mother. Because, how could you talk about bromance without talking about the bro code? With Ted and Barney and Marshall. Because, all three of them were there most of the time. But if I were to, just to choose two of them between Ted, Barney, and Marshall, I'd probably just choose Ted and Marshall. Because I love Barney. And
Didn't Barney come up with the bro code, too?
No, he's the one who came up with the bro code.
That's what I just said.
Well, I heard, too, like he helped them make it.
Oh.
But yeah, he created the bro code. But like Ted and Marshall had the bromance.
Yeah, fair.
There was that episode where Lily got a job with the captain.
Yeah,
and she was out too much doing art things with the captain, looking for art for the captain to buy and sell. And then Marshall was left alone. And then they were watching like some sort of like fictional equivalent of that British show everyone loves, full of drama. What's it called? I don't remember what it's called.
You got me.
But then at the same time, Robin was trying to sell Barney's apartment. And so Ted and Marshall pretended to be gay together because Marshall was mad at Lily and Ted wanted to play a character from that show. And it was just great.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember very few things from that show.
I've seen that show a couple times over.
Most of them are like about them in the bar.
Yeah. They're living in New York
Yeah.
in Manhattan. And they can afford to go out every night.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like,
and at times they don't have jobs.
Yeah,
They're
right.
still able to go out all the time. Like even Ted, when he was like on his fucking like 6-month like in occupancy of like just not having a job, still able to go out every night.
Right? Like if I had as much money as they had in that show, like I'd be living it up, man. And I mean, I wouldn't be like they would.
Yeah.
Because they were.
Barney with the goddamn Goliath thing was annoying.
Goliath National Bank.
Yeah. When he was turning a fucking what's his face as well.
Well, Marshall already accepted the job, but they were trying to convince Lily that it was a good thing. And he was like, unlike Goliath National Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Marshall was so good. He was great in that thing.
His
like that I remember that one so well just because it reminds me of what the hell is that Step Brothers when he gets hired by his brother.
Yeah.
He's like, his fucking Catalan wine mixer. One bank, bro. Want that account. It just reminds me of that scene with Marshall.
The Goliath National Bank one. That's the one where they're trying to find the best burger in New York City.
Yeah, and they're like trying Zagat, going through the Zagat rating on everything.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck's his name?
And they end up at a fucking ATM.
The guy who plays like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. What the fuck's his name?
Mark Cuban.
No. The older one. The old guy.
No, I was thinking about like millionaires on that side of the country, and I was like, fuck.
Fuck. What was his name? Something Reese something.
I can't remember that one.
It's fine. He's not important. But yeah, those are the two I have. Do you have one more?
I still think it's funny. He's like, "Oh yeah, like I wouldn't pick the first one on the Zagat rating."
Yeah, right.
He's like, "Why would I not pick that one and go there first?"
Oh, I know which place you're talking about. It's this place. Like, you didn't think I would think to check? Yeah.
Oh god.
My favorite part in the whole thing that Marshall does in the last season. They're all sitting at the bar the last time in their booth, and he just turns over to the back. He's like, "Hey guys, hey, you know what's happened in this bar? No, what? Just a lot of stuff." Okay.
I love it when somebody's like sitting in their usual seat and just like, that's our seat.
No, there's that episode they walked in and they're just like, they're about to sit down and they were just like, oh, someone's already sitting here. I guess we're gonna go sit in that corner booth.
Just like, huh?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's all I have for TV.
Same.
Cool.
That's all I got.
Animes.
Fanime.
Fanime.
Oh shit.
How many do you have for anime?
2.
2. I have 2. Do you want to go first?
Nah, you can go first this time.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up Naruto, but we're not gonna talk about any more than Naruto unless you have another bromance that you're talking about that is Naruto.
Yeah, I don't got any in Naruto.
Good. Itachi and Kisame. Kisame. How do you say his name? Is that how you say his name? The shark dude.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a bromance that doesn't get talked about enough in Naruto. Because they worked well together. And then Kisame is Kisame.
Yeah. It is.
You had me question myself?
No, I just wanted like you see how many different ways you're gonna say it.
Like, Kisame wasn't known to be like, you know, like very like
a likable person,
or him liking many people.
Yeah,
but he
wasn't he working by himself?
Yeah, because he kept killing his partners.
Yeah,
and Itachi was the only one he didn't kill.
Because he couldn't, technically he couldn't.
No, technically he couldn't, but still, you know.
Yeah.
I think he really grew to enjoy Itachi's presence and Itachi vice versa.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It in his last moments of living, he thought back to Itachi. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if Itachi thought about him in his last moments. But...
Probably not.
Probably not.
It's like Itachi's last moments were like
kind of intense.
Yeah, those are intense ones.
Both times.
Yeah, but then again, they fought like beforehand too.
Yeah,
so possible. Like he literally finished his fight with Kasame and then fought Sasuke. So,
yeah,
I mean he could have been.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Even Kasame stopped. He stopped the fight because he was like, yeah, I'm wearing you out. You get a whole nother fight. He already knew that he was going to fight Sasuke anyway, and he knew he was going to die. So he's like, you know what? Might as well let him go fight him. Which, does show, a really good amount of respect for that relationship. That he just didn't off him right there. Yeah. Or, try to fight him till... his last drop of energy, which is crazy. How much he has.
Yeah, he was known as the tailed beast.
But to be honest, I think that's because he could steal it from everybody. And
well, he already had. We're not getting into this conversation. It's a totally different conversation.
Yeah. So, yes, he probably does have one of the biggest reserves, and Samehada is probably the best weapon for him. But then again, he uses Sarihama for his reserves.
It's a
very symbiotic relationship between those two. But then again, Itachi doesn't have that much chakra to begin with, and he doesn't waste it, which is why he's that relationship works so well. It's because Itachi is such a master of his own chakra and his limited reserves that he can operate without having to expend a shitload of chakra.
For sure. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that duo up. Which one? What other one do you have?
Oh, I got well, this is more of a I don't know, teacher and mentor thing. Gohan and Piccolo, which is but later on when Gohan becomes stronger than him. Total the bond's still there.
Yeah, he definitely listens to Piccolo.
Yeah,
a lot. He's I think he respects the strategy that Piccolo can offer. You know, the experience,
especially when he became one of the smartest characters too. Mm-hmm. And it's it was strategy with power, and then he could have been something. He could have been so great.
He could have been something. I actually just shared this meme on Facebook very recently. It was when I was growing up on Dragon Ball Z, watching Gohan, I pictured myself as Gohan, which makes sense because he grew up to be such a what was the word that you used? It wasn't failure, it was disappointment.
It's like so much potential there.
I was like, my heart. It's like, so why am I being attacked right now?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have that same feeling. It's like everybody feels like they have a lot of potential, and then it's like fell short of that potential, which is wild. Wild feeling. It's a hard one to get over.
I don't want to go too deep into it.
Yeah, but no, like I like how that one stands out to me a lot, mainly because Piccolo was always Goku's rival.
Yeah.
And like
nemesis.
Yeah. For the moment, like, yeah.
Until that moment.
Yeah, until that moment where he'd like literally just like train him. We had like an understanding to the point where like Goku was comfortable leaving him there.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's more of them coming. We need to be prepared.
Yeah.
And then he grew to like Gohan. If it weren't for Gohan, I don't think Piccolo would be a good guy.
Yeah, because he was a pretty evil fucker right beforehand. I didn't like Piccolo in the fucking DBZ movie. That was the most annoying shit ever.
Oh yeah, which one?
The evolution. It's like, we don't speak about that.
We don't talk about that movie.
We don't talk about that movie. God, that's such a horrible movie.
One of the worst. The other anime I have is Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Killua and Gon. You ever watch Hunter x Hunter?
Shortly, yes.
Well,
I mean, yeah, they're the youngest competitors and just fucking... They're always at the top. Yeah, they're like, well, not at the top, but like...
They're definitely in it together.
Yeah.
You know? Like, after the first season, Killua goes back up to his family's mansion on top of a mountain that, like, basically impossible for any regular person to get to.
Yeah.
And there's like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go get my friend. Because, you know, we bonded for like 2 days on this trip.
Yeah.
So Gon's like, yeah, we're gonna go get Killua. And they go get Killua, they go out on an adventure. And then, the ending. The ending, Gon goes all crazy with his I forget what they call it. His thing. And then he's like in like urgent care, and then Killua has to go get his sister and bring her back so they could do a wish to get Gon better again. And it was just like a whole epic story between them, man. Such a good
good tale.
Yeah, and that's literally skipping the entire series in between.
Yeah, like I think one of the first ones where you realize they're like, it's an OP duo, not just a duo, but like they're both OP as individuals, and they're just like going through it together. Yeah, it's like when they they come up to the forest and they're like literally need to separate, and it's like, oh yeah, well they probably won't survive because they're just they're usually around each other and they usually work off each other's strength. No. Fucking both of them got through.
No problem.
Easy. Goddamn cakewalk.
Excluding the Joker looking motherfucker, the clown guy. What is his name? Hisoka?
Yeah.
That guy was creepy as fuck.
That guy was the coolest guy. What are you talking about?
He was a very cool character. I'll give him that, but like he was creepy. The way he looked at Gon or Killua, he was just like, oh, I want you to become so much more powerful. And he just like had a very sexual way of doing it, and I'm just like,
yeah, gross. I didn't take it that way.
A lot of people have. I've talked about this with plenty of people. Yeah, he's a bit odd. He's
a character,
but he's a good character. I don't doubt that. There's no doubt about that. He's a good character.
Yeah. The first time you fight him, oh Jesus,
didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
They were so
it was very obvious that he like I don't know if I actually don't even know that because I didn't watch that. Because he was I'm pretty sure that they were hinting that he was the one of the members that was already
spiders.
Yeah, and that he was already not the spiders. He was one of the proctors because he was already more advanced than the course was.
Oh yeah, well he needed to get the hunter license.
Yeah,
so that he could hunt spiders because he was after the leader of the spiders.
Ah, okay.
It discusses it later on, but he wasn't a proctor, but he was very much more powerful than any of the proctors there.
Yeah.
Excluding the really old guy.
Okay. Makes sense. Because there was only two... I don't know.
There was a few of them.
Yeah. There's
like 4 or 5 of them.
And it's like I had to think about it. It's like because I just remember when they got on the ship, and I was like, "God damn!" I was like, "How many of them were there?"
Yeah, and then it was like at the last part where they had to run through the forest that you were talking about. Yeah. The proctor's like, "If you kill any of us, you get disqualified already. you're disqualified. Don't kill us."
Yeah,
but yeah, Killua and Gon, definitely a bromance to watch on TV.
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. The other one I got is from a Fate Stay series. Obviously.
Is it Alexander the Great and his sorcerer?
Wait, what?
Alexander the Great and his sorcerer. His warlock, what have you? No?
Alexander the Great.
He was from the first Fate Stay night.
Oh, Weaver?
Unlimited Blade Works, I think it was.
No. You're talking about Fate Zero. Which is exactly what I'm talking about.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah. The kid's name was Weaver.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because he was fairly new to all of it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't realize he was an orphan, and he didn't realize he had, magical connections. And he was literally just wishing at the time, and then he has ties to the great Alexander the Great, which was amazing. It was just cool.
Yeah.
And then great adventure. He literally becomes literally shows him how to stand up for yourself.
No, right? He's like, come on, little master,
believe in yourself.
You can do this. I just like how he showed him video games. He was just so about it.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that part.
You even got the T-shirt for it.
Yeah.
Gosh,
that was hilarious. I forgot they did that because he was showing him around.
Mm-hmm.
Iskandar. I don't know why they called him that.
But yeah, great fucking duo.
Dude, that guy was a beast.
He was a beast. What was his marble? Is that one
it's
where
a reality marble in the desert?
Desert, and you can summon his entire army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that weapon. What the hell is that weapon that Gilgamesh pulls out?
Gilgamesh, that motherfucker.
I forget what that final weapon's called.
Me too, but it was the one that it was
consume worlds.
I was like, well, that's fuck me, right?
It's it consumes worlds. It breaks the reality. It's okay. It's fuck. Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just gets destroyed by fucking Archer. Goddamn Emiya. In the simplest way possible, too.
Yeah. Not gonna give it away. But yeah. That's all for anime, correct? That's all you had?
I will say this. Emiya, when he's his own servant, which is weird.
Yeah, I agree.
But I like how they actually take time out of the Unlimited Blade Works to actually show the part where Archer comes out of the like comes through the time rift to actually like kill to actually kill him to be like this is like what the fuck. It's like don't worry, I'm still a guardian of time. It just comes through and kills him. It's like deuces.
Nonsense.
It's one of the like best plot. Like that's like it's most what the hell do they call that? Plot armor. Most plot armor thing ever. It's like, yeah, he was a guaranteed win. It's like even if he wasn't his servant, he's still coming through time to fuck you up.
Yeah, dang. Yeah, it was a little messed up. Games. How many do you have for games?
2.
2?
Yeah.
You got 2? Nice. I have 2 as well. Destiny. Obviously. Because there's so much things to Destiny. There's like a couple romances.
Destine.
The specific romance I'm talking about, which is actually an actual romance as well. We didn't find out till recently. That Saint 14 and Osiris, which are 2 big key players in Destiny lore, they're actually romantic partners.
Weird.
And we didn't figure this. We didn't find this out till like very recently. We just thought
like, is that the part of the update?
Everyone was just like, "Oh, it's just a big romance." It's like Osiris is out here trying to find Saint 14 in the Infinite Forest. Saint 14. They find out Saint 14 is dead in the Infinite Forest, and then that the Vex, like, were so in awe of Saint 14's killing power of the Vex that they built a whole shrine for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it big?
Yeah, dude. Like, so what they did is they made it out of like all the Vex he killed, and like they made it out of all the metal.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
And you could see like it's
like
it's
is it
pretty
like just like components everywhere and just like
it's pretty epic.
So it looks like a tower, like it's like a scrap metal sculpture of him. Dope.
But later on, spoilers alert, you're not gonna figure this out because you missed the season for it. But
you missed this.
But yeah, we bring Saint 14 back to life because we traveled back in time.
What? Now they're going back in time? The fuck?
Not anymore, but we did.
Yeah.
And we brought Saint 14 back
to the future.
To the present.
Back to the future.
It's the future for him. For us, it's just the present.
No, it's still the future, though. It's back to the future.
Future back to the present.
Come on, Marty and Doc.
But,
back to the future.
But yeah, Saint 14 and Osiris were like known to be really close way back in the day of starting of the tower and everything, the last city, whatnot. And oh man,
so they're part of like the founding people who were like who created the tower.
Well, Osiris is one of the Warlock's vanguard, I think.
Yeah,
originally, and then he when Saint 14 got lost. No, I have this story backwards. Doesn't matter. It's a long ass fucking story.
I believe it. Like, dude, that story's been going on for like 5 years now. Jesus.
Probably
longer than that, actually.
Since like 2013, 2014.
Yeah. I remember playing the first, like the original Destiny. That was fun. Fucking Hunter was so like goddamn OP.
Hunters aren't OP anymore, man.
Yeah.
But they're still great to play as, but they're not OP. I can go on all about
I
this.
believe it.
but
no, like,
but yeah, Saint 14 and Osiris. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Bromance. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. What's your game?
What? Oh, okay. Well, before that, one of my favorite things to do in that game, literally, like when the Iron Banner first came out, was like to fucking go in, and then like the first time you get your ultimate, you just fucking as a hunter, you just literally like spawn camp them. It's so ridiculous how fast you could literally wipe their squad twice. It's just like bap. Oh god. Especially like if you were good, like if you had good precision and like accuracy like I did, like one-shotting people, that the single shot, the Deadeye with the gun was like bah, 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 bah. You literally just popped them the entire time. It was so dumb. Domination games. They were so easy to do that too.
Domination. Yeah.
So the game I got Arbiter and the Chief.
Oh yeah. I was like, should I bring Halo up again this week? Oh nah, I'll skip it this week.
Start out as enemies. So I don't know if you've like collected all the skulls in the original one where they in 2 when they first
Halo 2.
Yeah.
Because
there's the skulls weren't. They were literally just Easter eggs. Well, they never told you what they did. Mm-hmm. You had to like literally go around, find them, figure out in the game they changed.
I remember in the second level, you had to like throw a grenade at the ground and then jump up and have the grenade boost you on top. And there's a skull back there.
Yeah,
and that one just like took away your reticle.
Yeah, there was also one that turned all your the enemies invisible. Mm-hmm. Where they had, or every one of them was like literally like cloaked. And then there's another one where everyone was had an overshield.
Yeah.
Some of them made the game really hard. The one that was so annoying was the one where it gave everybody a fucking rocket launcher. Oh. And like all your enemies a rocket launcher. And it was like, fuck this game.
So how do you beat that?
Yeah. I like the one where like it gave everybody an overshield because it made the game just a little bit harder. Yeah. But you couldn't do like the overshield and the invisibility at the same time because like you can see the overshield. Yeah. It's just like going around them. Well, back then it was like kind of like a white coating over them.
Was it a white coating? I remember it being neon green.
I mean,
doesn't matter.
Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't matter. but no, there was like a good back when the game was like early on still when it was still really early, there was a stupid little online skit show that they did about something called Arby and the Chief.
Arby and the Chief.
Shit was so hilarious. It was literally about how the Arbiter and the Chief were playing Halo. And it's like, fuck this game. Like, and it like used like I think it was like Microsoft XP and the male and the female. No, it used the original Microsoft voice and the newer Microsoft XP voice for the characters. And it was so hilarious because like if you ever like when they put a LOL in it and then they just like did that stupid thing they did back in the day where they just kept hitting LOL. Yeah. Yeah, it's like haha, I killed you. It's so dumb. Like it's a great little skit that they did with that thing, and it was just like, yeah, it's like, fuck you, you cheated. And you just see like, and it goes between like this stupid two little like they were the action figures, and they were literally just like positioned to like look like they were holding the controller. So it was always just like this skit between them, and it was just like, fuck you, you cheated.
It's pretty funny.
It's like, you just suck at the game, Chief. It was so dumb, but it was just good the way they did everything. Mm-hmm. And it even became like this stupid meme where you see them nowadays where they're going like that throughout conventions. Oh yeah, they're doing that. I've seen that. Yeah.
And there's like a whole bunch of people dressed as like Halo characters, just like running around like.
Yeah. That came from Arby and the Chief, where he was just like when he was doing that.
I think it's hilarious. Like they go like, and then nobody can see what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're kind of lifting our arms up to where our elbows are like parallel to our, not parallel, but like perpendicular to our shoulders or bodies.
Yeah,
and just like moving our forearms back and forth as they are 90-degree angles.
Yeah. It's the weird Halo thing where you like get in a line and you do that throughout the convention, and it's so stupid.
Yeah.
But like that was hilarious. That like because that's the creator of the show. There was like one dude, and he would go to conventions dressed up as Master Chief, and then he would do that, and then after a while, people got used to it and got used to the idea of R being the chief, and it just like became an entire thing.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird that nowadays you can get like different colors of the suit. Because I think he made that first suit.
I bet.
Yeah, good old cosplayers.
So, this one, I feel, is more about me playing with my bros than it is about the bromance, but there's also the bromance in there, you know?
Yeah.
Army of Two.
Oh, yeah. It's such a good game, though.
It is such a good game. Salem and Rios were the characters' names.
Yeah.
In case you didn't remember. Yeah, just the game in general. You're playing with your bro, and you're just
that thing sucked by yourself. It was so annoying.
I mean, you could switch between the characters, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Or was that the second game? The second one?
The second one you could. Like, the other one, it was just he was just your partner, and you could, like, outfit him and do all the weird, stupid shit, too.
But still, he would act stupid.
Yeah. It was annoying.
I think in the second one, you could give him commands.
Yeah, because you could, like, command him to shoot and do all this other stuff to, like, get the aggro off yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, still, to play with your bros, man. It's such a good game. It's like, oh yeah, let's fuck shit up. Let's go flank people. Let's silent kill people at the same time.
Yeah. That game's all about, like, learning how to flank.
Yeah.
It's great. Oh, I like the it's one of the last missions of the second game.
The 40th day, I think is what it was called.
Yeah. And you're right at the end. There's literally, like, me and my friend Ives, we played that game so much that when we did it on the hardest setting, the guy took like 12 rockets to kill.
Oh my god!
After the entire battle, where we like took out all of his stupid little armored people, and we had to like continue since they continuously spawn, it was just hard enough to kill those two, and then it was like, oh yeah, then you gotta focus on this guy that takes infinite rockets. It was so annoying. Literally, like there was a time when we literally like the aggro would go up so much because I would always carry around an AA-12 and just like fucking blast everybody. Like he would get the aggro real quick, and then I would just literally like run as fast as I like spam, like shoot everybody in the back as fast as possible, and then like behind their armor.
And then
go
duck again, yeah.
No. Like literally, like I could do it to the point where like if he just took the aggro for like 1 second, I could take out the entire field, and then he would focus on just the boss itself. That last battle is so annoying because it was like literally like rocket, and you just see his stupid life bar going, no. It's just like, and it got to the point where like I took out everybody on the map, and I was like, okay, well I'm gonna rocket him too. It just became like, how many fucking rockets can one person take?
Hey man, it's
I even like tried like doing like my stupid little thing where like I unload all 36 shots of this AA-12 in him, and it's like, yeah, that didn't do anything. It's like, that doesn't do anything. That
tickled.
Yeah, pretty much. It was so annoying. Like,
the soju's so bad.
is it?
Mm-hmm. I regret pouring that entire glass. What's your other game?
Street Fighter.
Oh yeah,
Ryu and Ken.
oh dude, it's Ryu.
Whatever. Ryu.
Just kidding.
Let's get it. Bro, I love that. It's such a good game. Like, there's not a lot of build up to it because it's like if you talk about it all the way like through up until 5,
Yeah,
that it's literally they don't have any dialogue between why those two are like
best friends.
yeah. Well, I don't even think there's a
Any indication they are.
yeah, even like in 2 like that they even know each other.
But,
Up until like they create dialogue with like the super and the turbo and all this other weird iterations.
I feel
of
like
2.
everyone just like, oh yeah, the two guys in their
like
karate outfits.
Yeah.
They're friends. They have to be.
It's like they both do the karate and they both have the same moves. They must know each other.
They're not funny looking. They all look regular. They both look regular. They got to be friends.
Yeah. But that was You ever play the game that came from that started that game?
No, what was that game?
It's a fucking weird arcade game. It wasn't even called Street Fighter. I think it was just called Fighter. Because it was like, it wasn't even... Okay, so the way you played the game was literally, you had 2 controllers. Mm-hmm. You had, 2 joysticks. You didn't even have buttons. You just had 2 joysticks. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and this was the annoying part, was that you don't know, like, so one of them was for your movement and up and down, like up, down, left, right, and the other control was like literally like forward, back, kick, like it wasn't buttons. It was a joystick. It was a joystick that literally like with the
played as buttons.
No, with the indicators were set up to the point where like, so a joystick back in the day only had like 8-way directional sensor to it. So
yeah,
so like it was like, so it's
yeah,
X and plus, yeah, and those signified what you would do, like what action you would take, and it was like punch, kick, front kick, back kick, and it just became like it was a karate point system, which was like 3 points, you're out, you're done. But it wasn't even like you had a stamina bar. You literally just it was a point system where like you had to be tactical to the point where like you could block, defend, attack, punch, kick.
How'd you block?
There was one of the directions. It was so fucking annoying. Literally. Because every once in a while you'd be like, you get that weird in-between zone. It's like, let's try and block.
I meant to block.
But it was so dumb. Like, literally, if like you tried to like,
yeah,
like no buttons, just directions.
Huh.
It was good and bad at the same time. It was addictive. That's what it was. And then another game came out of it that made a lot more sense.
Nice. Street Fighter.
Annoying.
Nice. Is that all you have for games?
Yes.
That's all I had for games. Moving into music territory.
Dope.
The last segment of the night. Do you just have one for music?
I do.
I only have one for music. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So, thing I would listen to the most with my friends, which was really fun during high school, was The Gang's All Here from Dropkick Murphys.
Sounds about right.
Like, even like, so it was such a good, just good music. It was like
Dropkick Murphys are something you listen to your friends with, yeah.
Like, it was weird because like we'd all walk to school, and like once everybody in the neighborhood was like, we all met on the same block, like a block or two away from the high school. It was just like, all right, let's put on a song. It's like, who has a speaker? Do this. It was so fun. It just became a thing where we all did that, and then we like would play it in the commons, because in between class you have 5 minutes to get to your class, and it's just like,
yeah, everyone hangs out in between for like 2 to 3 minutes.
yeah, exactly. Oh god, that was so our the high school I went to, there was an area called the South Commons that was pretty much the central hub for like the entire school. Like, if you were like, it was the way the school was broken up was like there was an English hall, there was a math hall, there was the social studies hall, the language hall, mathematics, sciences, and then there was like a nursing program, and then there was all the electives.
Yeah.
And then you would go to the gym. All of those halls connected by one fucking common area, which was the South Commons, and literally everybody had to cross right there at the same time. So you had the entire school converging in this middle area, and that's where like a lot of people had either you had like a lot of beef with people, and you like there was like so many encounters. Like the entire thing was an amalgamation of just people like either really loving it or really hating it, or just like all of this is going on at the same time in this one hallway for like 5 minutes, and then bam, empty. It's so weird, but it's like also at the same time it's like everybody's just jam-packed in this one area, and it's just like, nope, gridlock.
This is the norm.
Yeah.
This is the normal thing.
Yeah, that was like a norm for like all of high school. It was so dumb. Obviously there were some people that were smarter, were like, well, I'm just gonna go down the hallway a little bit. Like, nope, this is where we are. This is where we all meet. Which is pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the song again? Dropkick Murphys.
Gang's All Here. Yeah.
Nice. So mine is not as fun as yours, but it is about bros broing out.
That's good.
Because I grew up in a dorm.
Okay.
Or I was in high school at a dorm.
Dope.
For 4 years with a lot of people that I knew for 4 years. And we all lived together. So, whole bunch of kids broing out.
That's how you got to do it. Bro out all day, every day.
And, like, as bros, as it happens, bros go through it. They get a girlfriend. They break up. They get sad. We listen to sad music with them. One of those sad musics was A Day to Remember, If It Means a Lot to You. And I remember all of us hanging out in the back dorm room one night, and we just like turn it up, and we're all just singing the song, and it was just fucking great. It was a sad moment, but it was fucking great. It was a beautiful, heartfelt bro moment.
Nice.
And yeah, I'm not sure if you know the song.
I don't.
I'm gonna show it to you like after this.
Yeah.
And you're gonna know the song. Believe you me.
We will all know the song.
But yeah, Day to Remember, If It Means a Lot to You. It's just like, it's one of those songs that like I hear it and I'm just like, yeah, this is one of those like sad teen songs that I used to listen to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned this on the show before, but I was on tour one time and I went to San Francisco. I played on a roof. That's not the part of the story, but I got done playing and I was like standing by my merch and stuff. And this girl, she comes up to me. I don't know how old she was. She looked like 20s,
okay,
early 20s, mid 20s, and she's like, "You made me feel like a 15-year-old girl." I'm like, "What?" That's what she started with. And paused for a second. There was like, "You remind me a lot of A Day to Remember." You gave that vibe off. I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. I'm like, what? I was like, let's take it a step back.
No. That reminds me of a stupid quote on a movie. He's like, In the kind, I think, I can't remember what it's from, but it's like in the soft words of the Virgin Mary, come again. It's like what?
Oh my gosh! Wow!
And it's just like.
Gosh.
But that I don't know why, but like that's like the best sexual line ever, and it's like what? It's like in the kind words of the Virgin Mary, come again. It's like
wait, what?
What?
What movie was that?
I'm pretty sure that's on Snatch.
Huh. I can't believe I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Bricktops the shit.
I've seen Snatch so many times. Anyways, yeah. So I believe that takes us to our nightcap.
Yeah.
What you got planned for this week, man?
Get ready for work, because I'm going back to work.
Your first day of work is Monday, or are you going earlier?
First day of work's Monday.
So you can get ready for work.
Well, not today, Monday. Next Monday.
No, I know.
But yeah, a week from now. I also have a weird opportunity that I'll probably talk about you after the podcast, but like...
Okay. Something nobody else needs to know.
Yeah, something nobody else needs to know, but like, other than that, like, it's literally just planning and been paying attention to the news a lot lately because shit's getting wild out there. But it's making for entertaining news, and it's very captivating right now.
People be wildin'.
Yeah, people be wild out there.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing really. Like I haven't even been playing games, like video games, this entire time I've been off.
Really? That's
which is weird.
That is weird.
Like I want to all the time, but I'm always like, okay, I'm gonna do all this first, and then I'm just like, do I want to sit down and do this? It's like, no, I can't. It's like if I sit down, I'm gonna sit down for more than an hour, and I can't do that. And it's like, fuck.
Yeah, I've been playing games, but I've been playing them more moderately since I quit Burger King.
Yeah?
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why. I'm like, that's become my life lately. Like, literally, like, I've stopped. I tried to get back into games because, like, when I was in Vegas, I was working 2 jobs, almost 3 at a time. And, like, literally, I would go from, like, one job to the next, and I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I'm just going to catch up. Now that I came back, I was like, I'm going to catch up on all these games that I've been missing out on. And I'm like, literally, like, every time I sit down to play a game, I'm just like, I could be doing this right now. And then, like, my mind goes to that. I'm just like, I feel like I'm wasting time not doing this. And I'm just like, I end up doing a bunch of other shit and not playing games at all. Like, I want to play games, which is weird. I just don't.
Just don't. Yeah. It's a thing. Yeah. I don't know. I still play games with my brother, so I'm trying to keep up on Destiny. It's just hard to.
Yeah.
There's always a lot to do, and then I haven't played with my online friends with Valorant, like Ian and those guys.
Yeah.
In like almost 3 weeks, I think, maybe even a month.
Yeah, they're still down in the valley, aren't they?
No, well, Ian and those guys are out in the valley, but one of my other friends from that group is out in Seattle.
So they fled California too?
Well, no, she always lived out in Seattle. But
okay.
It's a whole different thing. But yeah, I miss playing with them. I miss playing with. I just wish I could ignore work and just play games. You know?
Like that's my whole thing right now. It's like I wish I could ignore it, but I'm like, I feel like I need to do this right now. I'm gonna go do this. It's like after this, I'll do this, and it's like it just never get back around to it.
I gotta stop being an adult.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. It's like, God damn it! Stop adulting.
This adult thing is getting in my way.
It really does get in the way at times.
But yeah.
What about you? What do you got planned for the week?
I actually got a lot planned for the week. Tomorrow, I'm recording some things that I've been working on. The next day after that, I'm going to be working on a short story been writing. I told you about that earlier.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, I have a meeting that's going to last 2 hours, and afterwards I have another hour meeting afterwards. But before that, I got to edit this podcast.
Yeah. And then we got to redo this later on in the week because we skipped a few days.
And then after that hour meeting, I got to get ready to do this podcast all over again because we did this podcast late.
Yeah. And then edit that.
and yeah, so, but you know, a full week.
I mean, yeah, like shit's only like 3 days away. We could have to jam all that into that.
and then Friday in the morning, I plan on or during the day, I guess, I plan on writing more about that screenplay I told you about because I need to start writing it and figuring it out more.
Yeah, the one of the multi-worlds, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you just saying that. I mean, you said very little.
Yeah.
But it's $1 million idea.
More than that.
Multi-million.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great idea.
It's a great idea. I just need to put it on the paper and copyright it.
You know who'd work good in this? Fucking
Chad?
No. Sackle Draw. Lucas.
You remember that before you remember Lucas. Oh my fucking god.
I had to remember his name backwards because like that's how we remembered each other.
Do you think Lucas is on Facebook? I don't think so. He's never been on Facebook. I gotta go look for that motherfucker.
Like, I had to think of his name backwards before I could say it forward. And I was like, damn. Because that was always his... Like, I wrote you guys' names in my phone backwards. And I was just like, okay, now I know who that is.
Anyways, this has been the last... call?
Nightcap.
Last call is a different podcast.
Yeah, it's an entirely different thing.
Nightcap, yeah. And enjoy your company. I hope you enjoyed ours.
Yeah, hopefully someday we'll get a different intro.
Yeah, but I see you.
We got to work at that.
You're not aware of it, but I see you.
Just creepy.
Just trying to creep you out. Anyways,
have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, have a good week, or weekend, because, that's when this comes out.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, then another good week. Heck yeah. All the blessings.
Good luck with the adult stuff.
Good luck with the adult stuff. And if you're not an adult listening to this, stop.
Stop. We talk about weird shit.
You don't even know what we're talking about. Maybe. Anyways, see you guys later.